Welcome to Warcraft with Araedon, episode 3. So, we'll pick up where we left off last time, head to the Flight Master here, and take the flight path up to the Shattered Refuge. As Ashenvale's typically an alliance zone, I'm not gonna deal with running through here. It's just more time consuming with winding trails and stuff like that than if we took the direct path and just took the flight path there. So, on top of that, we've collected all the flight paths between here and there, so it's not too big of a deal. And we can pick up our questing here at Shattered Refuge and continue moving on through there. And it's nice sometimes just to take the flight path. You can have a nice tranquil flight from one point to the other, go make yourself a sandwich, something like that, depending on how long the flight is. Okay, here we are at Shattered Refuge. Now let's go talk to Aldo and start up on our quests. Mount up. There he is.
What do you need?
Okay, let's select accept. Need to turn on auto accept and turn in from the add-on here.
May your blades never dull.
And it doesn't always work, so sometimes you will have to hit a button every now and then. But it should auto accept and turn in all the necessary quests. If you have it set to rank 1, it'll only do the quests that are absolutely necessary to move on to the next area and get you as much experience as it can. So this is how you power level through questing. Normally there would be some chat bubbles. I think I must have turned them off by accident, so I'm going to go in here and see if I can't fix that. Where would that be? It would be... Here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll chat. See, they're laughing, and you don't know what it's about, so... Sorry about that. But they go through a little bit of dialogue, and one of the orcs is a bit touched in the head, you might say, and you can kind of see down there in the bottom left what they were talking about. But anyway, let's go back to the combat status, and I've got it set to do not disturb so that I don't give away too much of my friend's info while I'm playing. I'm pretty sure they'll thank me for that. Okay, and here we go. A little bit of dialogue here. It's kind of funny. With the Jossie's add-on, it does text-to-speech, so those with poor vision can end up playing World of Warcraft, and it makes pretty much the entire game voice-acted. However, it does use the default Microsoft voices, so you're kind of out of luck there. If you wanted something a little bit better, you'll have to pay for it. But with a joystick and a gamepad with the right setup and the right add-ons, even the visually impaired can play World of Warcraft fairly well, so long as they can identify what's on the screen, not necessarily the text or anything, but colors, shapes, so on and so forth, and they can hear the entire story. I will try to get a video of that. I will not monetize it because I don't want to be copyright struck by Microsoft, so just want to do a quick demonstration of Jossie's in the near future and some of the other tools that we use. stealth take out one of these night elves. Sap him, pick his pocket. And nice. And the auto turn-in will also automatically stop whenever it gives you a selection of loot to choose from. So when there's a quest reward, you can choose the best piece. Pickpocket him again. Still not quite sure about subtlety, but we will continue on, at least for another couple episodes, and see what's going on with it, and maybe change our minds. Set up some of these traps. Keep the night elves out of Stone Talon a little bit better. At least that's the idea. Considering they respawn, it's not like it works. It's one of the downsides of World of Warcraft. Sometimes it feels like you don't actually have any impact on the world around you. There was a game out there that I had beta tested and played for a while, Horizon's Empire of Astaria. It had a great concept, high fantasy game, MMO just like this, but the undead scourge could actually be pushed back, and the more you fought your enemies, the more you civilized the land, the more you claimed for your own, and you could build your own house and things like that. But if you didn't stay and defend it as a population, you could lose that area to the undead scourge, and as it so happened, we lost a few servers because there weren't enough people to play on them. So the Lich King ruled everyone. But anyway, it's a story for another day. So let's go back, turn in our quests, and sell off some of this loot. And again, it should have automatically kicked in. I'm picking that one up, but it didn't. And with our auto sell and repair add-on, it'll go ahead and sell off all the gray items and repair our equipment automatically. Of course, it's only gray items for old quest items and rewards that are no longer level appropriate. Just go ahead and sell those, or disenchant them if you're an enchanter. Whatever you need to do to make a profit out of them. And there we go. That auto-accepted the quest. However, it didn't turn on the goggles like it should have. Or if it did, it didn't show. There we go. Gave us a pair of thermal goggles to see the stealth night elves in the next area down here. So let's go do that and check in with the missing foreman. Find out what's going on. So the Horde have attacked recently in Battle for Azeroth, and Darnassus, the Night Elf City, was burned to the ground thanks to Sylvanas, the Banshee Queen and leader of the Forsaken. And it turned Darkshore, which was formerly an Alliance zone, into a contested zone, and now sometimes there's PvP just randomly. Other times you queue up for an instance and you do a Warfront, which has some decent rewards and gear. It's mainly for the transmogrification appearance, though. You can make your armor and weapons look like the stuff that gets rewarded and dropped. So that's something we might look into once we get of level. Again, I'm really kind of disappointed in the Nyalotha and N'Zoth stuff that's happening at level 120 right now, but again, just honestly think it's Activision forcing Blizzard's hand into creating and releasing content that isn't ready for prime time. And unfortunately, due to the greed of Activision, I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. But,
Too far away.
nah, you saw me through the rock. What the?
I must get closer.
This guy's got X-ray vision or something. He does need to die. There we go. Really? It's like a mile away, man. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get our final quest from this guy. There we go. See how quick that was? When you turn on all the automatic settings, you can breeze through these quests and levels in no time flat. Starting a Lightforged Draenei, I was able to get about 25 levels in about, what, 12 hours? 8 hours, something like that. It was pretty insane. But then again, I was also using War Mode, which normally I wouldn't do, but then again with Lightforged Draenei Protection Paladin, who wants to mess with that unless you're ganking people way lower level than you? I mean, prop paladins are just almost impossible to kill. Like this guy. But he's not a prop paladin. Just a boss. No. Mini boss. I wouldn't even say mini boss. Quest target. Some of the quest bosses are a little bit tougher than your normal boss, or than your normal mob, but not by too much.
I need to target something first.
There were a couple rare elites, though, that were introduced, one during Pandaria and one during Draenor, that were not balance tested at all. One of the treants in Draenor was capable of destroying a party of 3 or less people with ease. More than that, you could take him down fairly easily, but he just had a move that you couldn't counter, and was a guaranteed kill, so it was really ridiculous. And then, during Pandaria, there was a rare elite that had area effect attacks that could wipe out entire parties. And they decided to limit his pathing to within a building. So you had to fight him in the building, you had to fight him within range of his AoEs. And I saw him take out multiple raid groups. It was ridiculous. So, I mean, mistakes are made. They eventually were fixed, but again, I think it's profit being pushed over quality. But then again, for a game this big, I mean, come on. World of Warcraft is going to have issues every now and then, and you have to take it with a grain of salt. But with the way some of the things have been going since Activision took over, it's a downward slope at this point. I'll keep playing until it's no longer enjoyable for me, but who knows when that's going to be.
I require a target.
I'm still not sold on subtlety. I think I'm going to switch to assassination when we get to our next inn. Join me next time.